Hi, Professor Barati. I'd like to go over a make or buy decision making problem as part of our week's topic. And it's quite a common decision in business to make or buy products. Basically, the term outsourcing is essentially that decision. Do we make this product or piece or part in-house, or do we outsource? So reading the problem, we have a manufacturing company that makes this part called A31, and the breakdown is as follows. The manufacturing cost is $6 per unit as a variable cost. So every unit variable cost is $6. The fixed manufacturing costs are $15,000. Non-manufacturing costs have a variable per unit cost of $1 per unit. The fixed cost for non-manufacturing costs are $9,000. Cube needs 2,000 units of this part every month. An outside supplier offers to make this part for us for $11.50. We are told that we can save half the fixed manufacturing cost, which is half of this cost right here, and all variable costs, which means this and this will be saved if we outsource. But non-manufacturing costs are not affected. Should we accept the offer, outsource it, or make it in-house? So let's do this. This is how I approach this problem. I basically start out with what it would cost for us to make the part. We know we need 2,000 units of this part. We know that the variable cost is $6 per unit. So 6 times 2,000 is $12,000 of variable manufacturing costs. We know that the manufacturing fixed cost of $15,000. On the non-manufacturing side, we have variable costs of $1 per unit. So $1 times 2,000 units gives us a non-manufacturing variable cost of $2,000. The fixed costs on the non-manufacturing side are $9,000, so we know we will incur that. The total cost is simply all these added up at $38,000. Now, let's figure out what happens when we buy. Per our schedule, basically what we want to do is in a make-buy decision, the relevant costs include the variable manufacturing costs, direct materials, direct labor, and variable overhead that can be saved, and the fixed overhead that might be eliminated, and the purchase price of the parts under consideration. Those are the 3 basic things we have to figure out. What variable manufacturing costs can be saved, what fixed overhead can be eliminated, and what is the purchase price of the part. Let's start with the purchase price of the part. That's easy. We are told that the purchase price of the part is $11.50. We need 2,000 parts. So we know it's going to cost us $23,000 to outsource and buy this part. So the purchase price has been taken care of. Let's go to our variable manufacturing costs. What variable manufacturing costs can be saved? We are told in the problem that all variable manufacturing costs can be saved. Therefore, we do not have any variable manufacturing costs because they can all be saved. So outsourcing gets 0 variable manufacturing and non-manufacturing costs. Next, we ask ourselves, what fixed overhead may be eliminated? We are told that the fixed manufacturing costs of 15,000, 7,500 would be eliminated. That means if 7,500 is eliminated, that means $7,500 is still incurred. So if we outsource this part, we still will have $7,500 of fixed costs, manufacturing costs. If it had said that $3,000 of manufacturing fixed costs would be eliminated, that means we would still incur $12,000 of fixed manufacturing costs. If it had said all fixed manufacturing costs will be eliminated, we would have 0 here. So, sticking with the problem, we are told that 7,500 would be eliminated. That means 7,500 is incurred. So what I put as fixed costs in my buy column is not what's eliminated, it's what's left over that we have to incur. Again, if it had said fixed manufacturing costs of 11,000 will be eliminated, we don't put 11,000 here. We would put 4,000 because that 11,000 minus 15 is 4. That is what we would incur. So I'm sticking with the problem and going with 7,500. It says non-manufacturing fixed costs do not change. We don't eliminate anything. Therefore, if we don't make it and just buy the product or outsource it, we still will incur all of the 9,000. So as you can see, our little profit or cost structure here on our buy column adds up to $39,500, which is higher than if we made the product in-house. So right off the bat, our problem is, as you can see, we get the $39,500 here. The book likes to do it a little differently than I do. I like to do it. I think my approach is more logical. However, our buy alternative is actually $1,500 higher, so we would not buy this product. We would continue to make it. But now it says if the facility used can be leased out to generate a monthly rental income of $3,000. This is what's known as an opportunity cost. Opportunity costs are the foregone returns for not employing a resource in its best alternative. So, if we do buy the product from the outsourced company instead of making it, we could free up faculty space that we could rent it. And because we can rent it, we would get $3,000 in rent. That's called an opportunity cost. If we make it in-house, we do not have the opportunity to rent that square footage. So I'm going to put opportunity here, and basically I'm going to reduce my cost by that $3,000 because that $3,000 is basically income which offsets the cost. So now with this opportunity thrown into the problem, I actually reduce my cost to $36,500, and the opportunity cost now makes outsourcing or buying the product less expensive than making it in-house. And essentially, the opportunity cost, the way the problem does it here is it adds it to the status quo. I like to subtract it to the alternative. And as you can see, the difference is $1,500 lower. So that's how you go about the approach of doing a make or buy problem in our cost accounting class. Thanks for watching.